What's up guys, Syiler here, and we're back continuing our Glory of the Hero Guide achievement series. Once you complete all the achievements, you will be awarded with the red Proto-Drake, and we are coming to the end pretty much, apart from one more dungeon, which is causing me a bit of issues, but we are onto the Culling of Stratholme, which is in Caverns of Time, which can be found within Tanaris. And I made a video a while back on the Proto-Drake, and a few people got kind of confused where the dungeon is, so I'm going to show you fully where it is in this video. And we're going to get two achievements from this. We're going to get the Culling of Time and also Zombie Fest. And not too bad. You should be able to get both of the achievements in one run, and it is easy to mess them up though. So if you do, just come back the next day and get them completed. So we're going to fly inside the Caverns of Time. Head down the path. Now make sure you are on 5-man heroic just by right clicking on your character portrait, going down to dungeon difficulty and selecting 5-man heroic, and then you'll be good to go. And you might as well make sure you've got that ready to go before we actually make it to the dungeon, because it is a bit of a flight in here. And once we get to the bottom, inside the Caverns of Time, we are going to take a left. And then you should see some sort of buildings that look very like Stratholme. And then you just go inside, and there you go, we're inside the dungeon. Now once we get inside, we're going to speed things up a little bit, just because, well, it's a very, very long achievement dungeon. It does take me 26 minutes to do the whole thing. So I've sped it up considerably, but I'll still be explaining what's going on. So first of all, you'll speak to Nomi up here, and if you've done this dungeon before and you know what's going on, then just literally say skip, and Nomi will teleport you through. If you've never done it before, then you'll have to do the plague crates. And you'll speak to Nomi, you'll get an item in your bag, and you'll have to find these crates that are kind of glowing. Use the item near the crate, and it'll kind of unveil the plagued crate. As you see, I'm finding them all. And they're always in the same location, so don't worry too much about that. Once we're done with that, we head up the path, and we'll find Nomi once again. And we'll talk to her, and she'll start basically the RP event, which will explain some lore back from what actually happened, before the zombies and the outbreak within Stratholme. So you just have to sit through this. So as I said, there will be two achievements, and Zombie Fest can be a little bit difficult as you have to kill 100 zombies, and there's only about, I think, 150 in the dungeon total. So if you don't do it right, you kind of easily mess it up. So once the RP event's over, we'll follow Arthas inside, and then we'll talk to him again, and then we'll actually begin the dungeon. And the other achievement is basically the timed run, and if you don't have the Proto-Drake, congrats, you're going to be getting the Proto-Drake from the achievement. So you're going to get the Proto-Drake and the red Proto-Drake just from this one guide series. What the hell? It's too OP. So we're finally heading inside, and a bit more RP will take place. A lot of RP in this dungeon. You do waste about like 5 minutes just on the RP event. That's why a lot of people didn't really like the dungeon, because it was a lot of unskippable talking. No matter how good your gear was, it still took a while to do. So now that the dungeon is finally in progress, we can begin what we need to do. And for the beginning, you just do the dungeon as you would normally. Spawn waves of zombies will spawn. These elite packs, you need to find them and kill them. And keep doing that until we get basically to the second boss. So we're just going to burn through that, finding the zombies as we go, or finding the packs of mobs as we go. Don't worry about doing anything special or anything wrong here. The zombies, the risen zombies, do respawn at the moment. So don't worry too much about killing them. As you see, I don't really give two craps. I'm just killing anything in my path at the moment, as it's fine. And they will respawn before I actually need to worry about the zombie achievement. So kill off the rest of the mobs. Scourge Wave 5 will spawn the first boss. Once again, this guy doesn't do anything we need, so we can just kill him as normal. Yeah, that guy goes down. And then after a few seconds, the next wave of mobs will spawn, and you can begin killing the waves again. Wave 7. And then wave number 8. And then wave number 9. And then we're closing in on what we need to do. So once we get to wave 10, that's when we need to start worrying about the achievement, because once you kill the second boss, zombies will no longer respawn. So if I have to run through the whole dungeon and have to kill like 50 zombies on my way, because if you pull them, there's no choice basically, unless you bring them with you throughout the whole dungeon. You have no choice. So what we're going to do is we're going to aggro the boss. We're going to bring him down here. I'm just going to clear out these zombies first. You know, we can kill them at the moment because the second boss is only engaged. It's only as soon as he dies that they won't respawn. So that's why we're going to bring him in here. We're going to bring him in here. I'm going to finish off any zombies that I have aggro on. I'm going to line of sight him and then bring him inside the room. And after about a minute or two, the zombies will start respawning again. And once you're fairly confident all the zombies, or at least 99% of the zombies have respawned, you can kill the boss. So as you see, I'm just literally doing no damage to him. I'm looking outside the door and I'm waiting for the zombies that I've just killed outside the door to respawn. And they're going to be the ones that I've like killed the last. So they'll be, as soon as they've respawned, I'll know that all the rest of the zombies should have respawned. So you just literally wait your time, wait here, and then as you see, zombies are starting to respawn now. There's a fair majority of them outside the room. So I give it another few seconds just to allow the stragglers to respawn. And once I'm fairly happy that they've all respawned, basically we can kill the boss. And now he's dead, Arthas will kind of like teleport to this room. So do make sure you bring him to this building because, as I said, this is where Arthas is going to be to continue the rest of the dungeon. That's why we go inside here, because you don't have to actually go outside of this room ever again. So you don't risk pulling any zombies and killing mobs that we don't need to kill. So we do need to continue with the dungeon now, and we're basically holding off on the achievement for a little bit longer until we unlock the next part of the dungeon, basically the part that leads on to the final boss. So kill these trash packs. Wait for Arthas because he's really slow and for some reason takes like a I know why he takes like a 15-second pause. It's to allow the groups to kind of catch up, but we don't need that, Arthas. Come on. I've got a video to make here, man. Yeah, he's not making this easy. Neither are you, to be honest. Neither are you. And then finally the boss will spawn. And once he's dead, you can speak to Arthas and he will open up the secret passageway. Now, as soon as Arthas, or while you leave Arthas to kill open the secret passageway, we can go start doing the Zombie Fest achievement. So basically, there's going to be zombies in the last section of the dungeon where Arthas is currently running to, and there's going to be zombies in the first section of the dungeon. Now, there's only about, and you can't jump over that invisible wall, apparently. Yay! And there's only about 80 to 85 zombies in the first area, and we need 100. So that's why we keep as many as we can alive, and we pick them all up. I'm just going to round up as many as I can. Now, don't worry if you accidentally kill one. As I said, there's about 85 in this area, so killing a couple isn't too bad, but you don't want to go too trigger happy. As you see, I'm just judging like random critters in the dungeon to give myself the speed increase, and I'm going to pick up as many as possible. I'm doing this basically just to be sure. It's better to pick up as many as possible, and then if I accidentally kill any along the way, I won't fail the achievement because I'll literally have like a good 20-30 extra than I actually need. It's better to do that rather than that. They are kind of slow, and as you see, I blinding light them all. They are susceptible to CC, but make sure you don't use a CC that does damage because you'll pretty much one-shot them and they have very, very little HP. So I just use a blinding light, get them all blinded, and I end up running a little bit too far ahead. So we're gonna wait for them to catch up a little bit. You don't wanna go too far ahead. So just gonna wait for the slow asses to catch up, and then we can continue on. So we are going to bring them through the whole dungeon. We're going to take them to the last section of the dungeon where we'll be able to get the rest of the zombies that we need, because you can't complete it in the first section of the dungeon. No matter how many you've got alive, there'll only ever be about 80 to 85 up, so you'll never ever have enough in the first section. So once I'm confident they're fairly close, we'll carry on with the dungeon. Don't speak to Arthas, leave him there. And try and pick off the elite mobs if you can along the way. They're just a bit annoying, but you don't really need to worry about it too much. And at this point, this is enough zombies. Like, this area here is enough. But just in case, they do like 2 damage, so there's no major threat. So we are going to move on. Now, if you do accidentally kill a zombie at this point, this is where you need to be careful, because you have a minute from when you kill the first zombie to kill 100. And if you kill one like 50 seconds ago, and I start killing them, and I only managed to kill like 40 in that 10-second gap, then I failed the achievement. So make sure you do have the achievement tracked, and you'll get a timer. and then if you see that it's about to run out and you're not going to have enough time to kill them all, then just wait for it to run out and then kill them all. So, as I said, if you kill one zombie by accident, just wait for your timer to reset if you feel you won't have enough time. But there you go, that would have been the 100 zombies killed for Zombie Fest. And we're going to take this path not to the last boss. Do not go to the last boss, but instead follow the kind of side path around to where the shops are, and you'll find this hidden boss in the background. Now this guy you have to kill within 20 minutes of entering or starting the first sort of elite trash pack. If you don't, you'll fail the dungeon, or you'll fail that achievement. So there you go, that is both of the achievements done. We managed to do the timed run with about 10 minutes left, and that was the final mob, and we did the Zombie Fest achievement. So there you go, that is another achievement guide down. Look out for more guides coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya!